Hi, everyone. How are you? I hope you've had a great, if not better, week than I have. Oh, this week was awesome. Good things happened, good things happened, good things happened. Oh, have you heard? Oh my God. Have you heard? Have you heard? Have you heard? Oh, when I saw the announcement this week, I'm sucking on a cough drop. I should stop. I have no reason to be sucking on a cough drop. I just happen to like this one. Let me stick it in my cheek so I can talk. The people who produce Blue, that's Dave Lord and his wife, Kathy? Don't quote me. Just because the woman answers my emails doesn't mean I know. Because she has a pretty French name, but I think she uses Kathy. I could be wrong. Anyway, they have what do you call it? I'm so excited I can't. Oh my God, it's where you get the big cylinder and you make a little cylinder. Oh my God, I've forgotten the name of it. Oh, I'm so excited about something and I don't remember the name. Compound cylinder. That's when you get a regular cylinder and you create a second cylinder. You create a lip so that you create a smaller cylinder in the middle. So let's say you had a regular 64 cylinder and you create a lip going inward and then you put up the cylinders. They call the whole, it's a cylinder. It's a compound cylinder. So you could, let's say your 64 is now a 32 or a 42 needle. Oh my God. If you have or know a lot of children, this would be perfect. Because I was getting ready to run out there, charge, and buy it. And then I did the math. To me, it's pricey. But if you have a lot of children, or you know a lot of children, or for some reason you make children's socks and you sell, it's it's it would be perfect because now you can get, I think, 32, 40, 44, or 48. I think it makes more sense: 32, 40, 48, and 50, 54. I mean, that's awesome. So if you are a parent with young children, or you do foster and you have lots of children going in and out of your house, this might be something you could use. Because I thought about it, I'm like, most of the people in this family are older than that. And even those that are young, it's cheaper just to buy them socks from out there because, let's face it, they don't wear it for too long. Until like their 13th birthday, you're buying things every couple months because they've outgrown it. But I was so excited. I'm still so excited. So if anyone has gone out there and bought it, I want to see your video. What does it look like? What does it do? What size socks do you make on it? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And I'm trying to use restraint. I don't need it. I'd like to buy it, but I don't need it. Okay? Oh, but I'm so excited. And I think they're also doing compound cylinders for the Gerhardt type circular sock machine. So that's exciting news. Oh my goodness. I hope people who bought it are having fun. Oh, I can't wait to see the videos. Okay? So that was awesome. You have good news too? Okay, I'm all ears. Okay, that's good news. I agree with you. Can't wait to see it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, what happened this week? You know, whenever I sit down here, I look at, well, it's not on my table now, what's on my chair, and I never know where to start. So, let's start with what I knit, okay? Let's do that. Excuse my head, it's going to go that way. Okay, I need more of these, but I need ones that are absolutely clear. Oh, I wish they had bins that when you put your finger on the right on it, it would turn clear so you could see what was in there, and then you could put your finger back and it would turn opaque again. One day, it would make it so much easier to find things. But I need more of these, but they need to be clear. And they can't be plastic because I'm hard on things. So what did I make this week? Well, one big thing and a couple little things. Let's do the big thing first. I knit myself some socks. Okay, let me show you. It's not finished yet because to do, I call this embroidery. To do this work, I find it easier to put my hand up in there and work than to put my hand down, and sometimes I need to do both. So it's not Kitchener closed yet, and it's nowhere near finished. But right now, this is a great project to take on the train. And let me bring it close so you can see it. As you can see, I'm just beginning, so I'm not the greatest stitcher, but I'll get there. Let me confess, I've done it a couple times. I've done this a couple times. Shh. But I'm trying, okay? And let me show you. Oh, hold on. Okay. This is what it looks like without the embroidery. And as you can see, my working thread is still there. I left it there just in case I change my mind. Let me tell you, it took me 2 weeks to knit these socks. Why 2 weeks? Because I know someone out there is going, but you have a CSM. What do you mean 2 weeks? Normally, well, when I make my socks, I put Lycra in it. And you can't see it. But if you look like under the diagonal, you see that shiny? Because I have a new Lycra. And I did realize they sell it as invisible, but this is more of the shiny invisible. Whereas the one I used before was matte. So it was so opaque that you couldn't see it. Okay, but this one shows. I don't know what's going to happen when I give this a blast of steam. But it's a sock where you knit these holes on the diagonal and then you fill it with this. And let me tell you, I tried to use one thing of yarn threaded through a needle that was, man, you could stretch it to the moon. That was a mess. Do as much as you can. You're just going to have to do it in pieces, and you're going to have ends you're going to have to deal with, either at the bottom, at the top, or both, depends on how you do it. Now, I gotta tell you, this is not an original design by me, okay? There is a young lady, I took a class with her, and my goodness, she loves hand manipulated stitches on the flatbed machine with the flatbed and the ribber, and she can go to town with that. But I mean, she has the patience of a saint. I would be, I don't know, somewhere where they plugged me up to a machine that's just putting chocolate through my blood and in one arm and wine in the other. Oh my goodness, she does have patience, but she's very talented, and she has a YouTube channel called Knitology. That's Knitology. If I figure out how, I'll link it in somewhere where you can link things. But as you can see, you knit the sock with the holes on the diagonal. You then, let's turn it to this side, you run whatever color you would like through this. And we know I love this color, and we know I love yellow. So those are my 3 colors. But I'm looking at it, and what I'm thinking is, one, what would it look like with self-striping yarn? What would it look like if each row of this was a different color. What would it look like if, let's say, you use yellow here, green there, gray there? I mean, this has some interesting possibilities. She designed this for a flatbed, to work on a flatbed machine. But I looked at it and I was like, that should be able to work with socks, and it did. And in the episode where she's doing it, she has two other techniques. I love them both. But I don't, the second one, I tried to do it on the circular sock machine. It did not work. The ribber was like, what you think you're doing? The ribber was like, you better get out of here with that. A ribber on a flatbed machine, which would be much more forgiving and able to do it. Maybe if I think on it a little bit, I'll figure out how to use the CSM to do it. But this is great. And I almost did not do the yellow, because let me tell you, I took this out so many times. And I was like, when I finally got it in, I was like, maybe I should just stop here. And what are these at the bottom? I have not found a great way yet to start from the bottom here when I do, because you go up, you come down, and you go over. I have not found a great way. This one was my first one, and I was like, I don't think I like that. This is where the yarn changed colors, and I need to remember that. And maybe I need to change what I consider needle number one, not what the machine, because the machine definitely, you can see when your row, you can see where a cylinder is rising and another row is beginning on your machine. Even if you have never noticed, watch closely. Your machine probably has a needle number one, okay? But I think I'm going to change it to an arbitrary beginning so I don't have to deal with the color change being at the front of my sock. And these were my attempt to get this. I was so tired. I was doing this at nights. I was doing this in the daytime. And as I said, it took 2 weeks. Y'all don't know. I struggled mightily with this one. But I'm really pleased with how it looks. And even if I don't finish it this week, because I'm kind of tired of it, it's a great project to take on a train or a plane. You will certainly be distracted. Those 7, 9, 10, 11 hours that you're on the plane, by the time you get off, this should be done. And so I have this entire one to do. Now the question is, should I make the side-to-side yellow and then the cross in the middle pink? I don't know, because I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, I've got blue to pink. Why didn't I do from the top pink to blue? I didn't think of it. It would have been interesting to see, but this has infinite possibilities. So if you like this, please go over to Knitology on YouTube and you will see this young lady does fantastic work. If you're into hand manipulation. If you're not into hand manipulation, okay, so that is one project I worked on. Because I know people, she's got a circular sock machine, it takes 2 weeks. That's because I don't like doing just regular socks. I always want to do that extra, okay? Well, let me just put this down. Then what did I do? Remember I showed you my cast-on bonnets and I wanted them to be shorter. This one is kind of long. This looks more like an ordinary one. This one is a little shorter. I did not realize, even though I only did 10 rows, don't ask me, but it's in there. This is longer. I would have preferred for it to be shorter, but that's all right. I can work with both of these and I can make some more. Because all I did was cut off the terrible part, do a hung hem, and Kitchener it onto the old cast-on bonnet. because I don't think I'm working on the sock on blue. No, it won't stretch. I'm not far enough. The loops are missing from these because I'm not sure what to use for loops. You know, the part that you hang on needles. Because when you use just the yarn, with time it stretches. Sometimes they pop apart. Oh, no, no, no. I heard you. No, 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 no. Those little metal rings, Queen Blue hates them. She hates them. She hates them. She hates them. We're not doing that. Okay? Maybe a thin nylon. Now, I know I have thin nylon in this house, but the question would be, which bin is it in? I can't, my nerves can't take bin searching anymore. I did too much of that in 2023 and 2024. So I may just have to bite the bullet and go and buy, oh wait, ravel cord from the flatbed machine. But where is it? If I find some, I will use ravel cord to make the loops that you hang on the needles to cast on. So now I have two. I have one on blue, so I have three. And I found this one from when I first started with my CSM journey. It's a hot mess. I'm sure I can take this out and get 2-3 different cast on bonnets from this. So that's a project for the future. Okay. What else has been going on? Oh, I found them. Oh my God. I have been searching and searching for my 12-inch 1.5 circular needles. These are by Chigo. I kept touching them, but not seeing them. Finally, I became frustrated and poured everything out the tin, and I found them because I use these to Kitchener this. And I like using the 1.5 to Kitchener socks also. I find it much easier than needles because I leave the stitches here. And since this is thin enough, it works well. So I was really happy to find these because I was like, oh, I'm going to have to go buy another pair. Okay. But then I was working on the hat from hell. You know what? This is going over long. We'll talk about the hat from hell next time. Okay? But as you can see, this was, well, to me, this was a great week. There's more stuff I could tell you, but nobody has, listen, we all have things to do. And your time is valuable. Thank you for spending some of it with me. We'll get to the rest of the stuff next time. Okay? Yeah, the hat from hell. But it's all good. It's all fun. And as I said, thank you for spending your time with me. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Yay! Bye!